The need for heightened security along our international borders has become almost urgent as we host more and more international events. The common borders are, of course, with Indonesia to the northwest, Australia south, and the Solomon Islands east. These are both land and sea borders that pose a huge challenge to authorities. A workshop is underway in Port Moresby to at least look into some of these challenges. Sheila Malkin reports.
You can also put your input into other avenues when we discuss certain issues.
It has been revealed that more money has been spent in fighting these types of criminal activities around the world, as transnational activities have negative impact in a society and the economy of a country.
The UN estimates that approximately $870 billion US dollars are lost to economies around the world every year because of transnational crime. Now that is well over 2 trillion kina.
Speaking during the opening of the Police Transnational Crime Workshop this morning at a hotel in Port Moresby, Rod Hilton, an official of the Australian High Commission, says the crime cannot be defeated alone, but working in partnership with counterpart officials is vital. Police officers from areas that are vulnerable to transnational activities in the country, Solomon Islands and Fiji, including Australia, are currently attending this 3-day workshop, with the aim to strengthen the fight against transnational crime in PNG. The head of the Border and Crimes in Police, Donald Yamasombi, did a presentation on border command in the country. He admits a transnational crime is a serious issue affecting the country. However, there is a need for a legislation.
We need legislations. If you try to fight something without teeth, you cannot bite something. You can catch a criminal, doing something, but how can you prosecute him if you don't have appropriate legislations to deal with?
He further elaborated on the cross-border crimes between Indonesia PNG and Australia PNG borders. The crime has increased over the years and is becoming a major concern for the security of the country.
No effective law and justice system in the world is effective without the strong and ongoing commitment of police. You all play a massively important role in the safety and security of local communities, your nations, your countries.
Deputy Police Commissioner who opened the workshop says this will enable open talk between officers and partners to see how best the country can move forward in its fight.
Having this program in existence, and all of a sudden, maybe because our institutions were heavily involved in all those other matters, and then decided to allow it to fade away. But I think we should actually have it resurrected for the purpose of this exercise. The JAC team, which is the joint agency group, should actually come together for a meeting and then organize, coordinate, and roll out the program.
Without proper facilities and lack of human resource, border provinces in the country are highly vulnerable to different types of transnational activities.
And I hope a lot will be achieved during this particular workshop. Once again, I'd like to thank all of you for your attendance and participation in this particular workshop.
The event is facilitated by the Australian government through its federal police. Social and economic issues were also highlighted by Mr. Yamasombi.
Some key points. The issues that we have between Papua New Guinea and Indonesia basically is done for financial gain. People transport things to and fro to sell. Most of the goods we don't produce here in Papua New Guinea. Most goods are produced over in Indonesia and they are sold very cheaply. So our people go across, purchase them even if they are counterfeit or illicit substances, and take them back to our site to sell them for financial gain. Also, we have goods that are brought in. I believe we may be having people from customs who may speak about people trying to evade tax. This is also an issue. When we have people evading tax and our currency going out of our country, it's an issue. We have firearm smuggling. We have the PPCs from North Fly and South Fly. Probably during the course of your workshopping during the week, they may highlight to you some of the firearms that they have confiscated down there. They are mostly small arms and air pistols, air guns smuggled in from Indonesia. We're having issues. Poaching of flora and fauna. It's so rife, as well as illegal fishing.
He gave an example of a case identified to be the first of its kind in the country.
That we are trying to put a legislation into test whereby a Papua New Guinean facilitated people crossing over the border into Papua New Guinea trying to cross over to Australia. And the facilitator has been arrested about a week ago. So, these are serious issues that we are having on hand.
He added that this all comes back to effectively police borders, and that would require a joint effort from those in authorities.
Lack of political will covers things like passing of appropriate legislations. And the political will having that side to see the things that we are seeing, to say that yes, these are threats to our country, and addressing at that level to give us the mandate or the support that we need. Like, for example, in Papua New Guinea, we have the vast waters down the southern side between Australia and Papua New Guinea, and the northern side between Indonesia and Papua New Guinea. We don't have the ability to effectively police the waters. We have units created like water police. Unfortunately, the mobility is an issue that we have. That would only come about if we have the political will to support us.
A way forward is to work together to control and reduce cross-border crimes.
The law enforcement agencies like customs, immigrations, fisheries, police, we should be working hand in hand at all costs. If we don't, no one can do anything on its own.